did you... Columbina!
Oh,
It's 3 in the afternoon, actually. And could you kindly not use my quarters as your personal nap room next time?
and your coffee, right? It's so bitter.
It's like you were raised by wolves in a forest or something. What did you drink growing up? Grass tea?
The Frost Moon Scions.
Then I'll bet
It smells delicious.
that's because it's a Fontanian recipe. Rosaline will be here shortly.
I shouldn't change like that, bro.
Hey, at least let me finish before you start eating. Or did the rules not apply to you because you're the... Of course they are.
I was worried they might contain traces of machine oil.
What? You know, there's something I've always wanted to ask you. Why did you leave your old home and join the Fatui? I mean, I'm sure their food was awful. But there's gotta be more to it than...
Well, life there.
What were you expecting? You're a god. Surely you can just answer a few prayers here and there in return for the free food and drink.
Well, the doctor told me that you were created by a great mechanic.
The Lord Artificer.
Oh, Lord Artificer. And didn't he have some...
Not Sitzenkreuz.
Yes, that was it. Nartitzenkreuz Ordo. So,
You must be joking.
exactly.
What do you know? In his later years, Alain did ask me if there was anything I wanted to do. If I had any...
Who's Alain?
He was the... You know what? Never mind. Let me ask you this. What sort of place would you like to live in?
A place where people don't ask me for things I cannot give. I'd also like the freedom to come and go as I please. And I...
Not to burst your bubble, but no such place exists in the world. Now, take your snacks and scram.
Did I? Of course. I'm back here. I dreamed of a Sandrone. I miss you back there. I guess I managed to harness all the Kuvaki energy on Hisi Island. But time is flowing backwards here. And that mystery ally everyone talked about. I can sense that there isn't much more power remaining up ahead. What lies at the end of all of this? And... it's getting harder and harder to use my power. I'm no match for the abyss in this state. I need to avoid the contaminated fragments. Time to go. I wonder where I'll find myself this time. The Final Night Cemetery. This is where Flint's is based.
Or not? How are we supposed to read through this many files?
Everything is connected.
Difficult, yes. But it is also our...
Information. Oh, I remember. Was this my doing too?
I guess.
to expose the true intentions of this
Are my actions changing the past? Or are they simply completing a process? Is all of this inevitable? Or am I the one making these decisions? If I choose not to help them now, will it change how things turn out?
And she pushed the books.
Hope we don't land on our heads then.
They're my friends.
Definitely.
I can't not help them.
Ghost!
Connection. Connection.
And the other one was... here.
And it was
Another file's moving!
ghost.
That should do it. Luanatar? You can sense my presence? Wait!
Who's going to
Luanatar. So she's that familiar presence I've been sensing all along. She's always been by the Traveler's side. That explains why the Traveler has been there each time I've entered the past. But why Luanatar? Is it because she has a... That's...
No. I guess this is it. अब तो इधर से निकलने के लिए जा रहा है मुझे लग रहा है इसी
I cannot sense any power up ahead. Just a void. This is likely my final chance to enter the past. It's now or never. I have to find a way back.
ये तो उसी एरिया है ना जहाँ पे मून को लेने के लिए जो गए हैं हम लोग
Easy Island? How far back in time? Where's Luanatar? I can't sense her presence this time.
Seeing Anafa and Aino reunited like that sure was heartwarming.
Traveler, Paimon. No, stay calm. I don't have much power. Think, Columbina. How do a way back? To where? Do I go back to Moon Prayer Night? Or to the future that followed? And if I return in my current state, what will become of me then?
Who knows?
Dotori's actions that day proved that he'd been planning that for a long time. He had already seized the power of 2 moon marrows before capturing me. Even if I managed to get back, how can I fight against him when he wields the Tri-Lune Authority? I can't. If I go back like this, I'll be playing right into his hands. I have to find some way of rivaling the power he has usurped. Wait. Time flowing backwards. The Tri-Lune Authority. Does that mean... I think I know what the final destination of this lunar reflection might be. I know what I'm...
Speaking of homes, we must already be close to where the Frost Moon Scions live. The vibe here feels different. Just like the scenery.
But how do I communicate my plan to my friends?
Moon energy, moonlight, integrity.
Should I write it down here? No. Someone else will see it. I need something with a close connection to me. Something I can use as a medium to tell them what's happened to me in here. Now it makes sense.
Colorful magic. Change of colors of the flowers with her powers.
brought Luanatar into being. I gave up a piece of my own soul to create her.
Okay. That's unexpected.
That's why I could sense a familiar power from the moment I entered this space. It also explains why she's been present in every past location that I've entered. Because we have a deep connection.
Hey there! What's your name?
And the reason why there are no more gates to the past after this point is that Luanatar hadn't been born then. No wonder I sensed the trace of a blessing when we first met. But I still didn't recognize the soul hidden within you.
Damn.
Back then, I was just a little lost dove. I had yet to become Columbina Hyposelenia.
Go on now. We've got stuff to do. Best you find someone else to hang out with.
Hey, you scared it off.
I'll be counting on you. Remember to stay by the traveler's side, guide him, and help him in my stead.
Wow.
Oh, and bring him to the garden where the moon prayer blossoms grow. There's a little lost dove there who will need his help.
Hello, മച്ചാനെ വന്നു തിരിച്ച് ആദ്യത്തെ കേസിലോ കൊണ്ട് റെയിൽവേക്ക് പോണില്ലേ എന്റെ പൊന്നു മോനെ ഇല്ലടാ പോണില്ലടാ പോണില്ല മോനെ എടാ നിനക്ക് എടാ കൗണ്ട് ഉണ്ടടാ 4 5 സമ്മതിച്ചു എടാ അമ്മലേ നീ പുറത്തേക്ക് വന്നു നീയാന്ന് മനസ്സിലായി വേടാ മോനെ പുറത്തേക്ക് പോ തൃശ്ശൂർക്കാരുടെ പേരുണ്ടാകും കുന്നംകുളംകാരനാണ് തൃശ്ശൂർക്കാരുടെ അനോണിമസ് കളിക്കുക അനോണിമസ്
And live your story. As for mine must go in a different direction.
Okay. ആഹാ ഇത് നല്ല മൂടിലല്ലോ ജന്മലുക്കി ചെയ്യുന്നത് ഇനിയിപ്പോ പറഞ്ഞ സ്ഥിതിക്ക് പൊട്ടോ കഴിഞ്ഞു ഒരു കൺസീമിലൊരു ആർക്കൊണ്ടോസ്റ്റേ മതിയോ ആഘോഷം കഴിഞ്ഞു സേവിങ് ഓൺ ശരിടാ ശരി
How would you like to experience the thrill of never being held accountable for your act? You could crush people like ants without consequence, or tear off their heads or limbs as you please. Believe me, such a life is but one small step away.
What point is he trying to make? Freedom? But the freedom to kill? To do evil and get away with it? Why would you?
The creation of a world is the ultimate scientific experiment. I have taken my research to the highest level, where I shall be not just a god, but also a servant to many sacred spirits. I shall heed the truth and perform holy deeds. A god's laboratory is the perfect playground, but it needs the right occupant to explore its full potential. Mortals are found everywhere one looks. Not so with Descenders. I'd prefer my first guest to be a distinguished individual such as yourself. And I know you could make the most of the opportunities it offers.
So the condition for entering the new world is to take innocent lives. The same dilemma that Rerir once faced. Could I really bring myself to kill others for my own benefit? Rerir did. And look where it got him.
Nope.
Have you made up your mind?
I can't do it.
ആകെ 10 പേരുണ്ട്. ആകെ 10 പേരൊക്കെ ഉണ്ടാവുള്ളൂ. പിന്നെ 100,000 കണക്കിന് പേരുണ്ട്. ഞാൻ സ്റ്റാർട്ടിങ് സ്ട്രീമറാടാ, നിനക്ക് എന്താണ്? അല്ലെങ്കിൽ നീ ഒരു കാര്യം ചെയ്തിട്ട് കുടുംബത്തിൽ നിന്നിട്ട് നാട്ടുകാരെ എല്ലാവരും വിളിച്ചിട്ട് സ്ട്രീമർ കാണാൻ പാടാം. അതാവുമ്പോൾ എനിക്ക് സന്തോഷമാണ്, നിനക്കും സന്തോഷമാണ്. അല്ലേ, കൂട്ടത്തോടു കൂടി കളിയൊക്കെ ചെയ്യാൻ നിനക്ക് എന്താ പിന്നീന്ന് ഫോണിൽ നിന്ന് ടൈപ്പ് ചെയ്ത് വിട്ടൂടെ? ചെയ്യടാ.
Your playground is no place for me. You're putting your hopes in the wrong person. But we both know I'm not quite the hero you say I am either. I have my own reasons for the journey I'm on, and they aren't all selfless.
You've grown a lot since we last met, but there are still things you are unwilling to compromise on. Why don't I lower my requirements a little as a gesture of goodwill? I'll give you a little time to learn to be a less noble soul. That'll make things much easier for you.
I really doubt I could live that sort of life.
And yet you already sound less defiant than a moment ago. It's appealed to you because you can read the signs of the times. Why don't we return to my research facility? Your last visit was so rushed. There is much that I have yet to show you. Now to that question,
Heroes don't attack from behind. Guess I'm no hero.
This is most disappointing. Now then.
Oh, water.
A new face. Interesting.
രക്ഷപ്പെടുത്തി. പോയാ തൃശ്ശൂര്?
You're still gonna call me Hat Guy after that, huh? I didn't see anyone else in there who needed saving. It's nothing. I'll be fine. Why are you looking at me like that? Is it that shocking that I'd come to your rescue? I owed you a favor back in Sumeru. Now we're even. Distracting Dotori was tough. I won't lie. He's not gonna fall for the same trick twice. That was my one shot. I'd hoped to... Dotori doesn't recognize me. But his segments were originally made based on an analysis of my operational principles.
ക്ലാസ്സിലുണ്ടായിരുന്നെങ്കിൽ എനിക്ക് ഉറപ്പഞ്ഞാടാ. എന്താ പരാതിയാടാ, എന്താ പരാതി?
I expect it's only a matter of time before he figures out what I am.
So Dotori doesn't recognize Wanderer because he deleted himself from Irminsul. Did he really miss his only chance for revenge by saving me?
Why the long face? Hey, I'm not complaining either. Rescuing you and killing Dotori are equally important goals.
Didn't expect Dotori to
everyone would be pretty stuck without you. It's best you live to fight another.
How are you holding up? Are you all right? Hat guy said to put safety first, so we agreed to run as far away as we could.
You don't look injured. It seems that Dottore didn't do anything to you.
All right. Rescue. There's a lot more work to be.
Understood. I will bear the Tsaritsa's degree in my— I don't see what's so awesome about it, though. Does he really think everyone else is as immature as him?
I thought you might. How's your progress?
Quite promising, actually. Remember how I asked you to look up some files for me? That stuff on the Nachtspitzenkreuz Institute. Rene de Petrichor and Alain Guillotin despised Rene's theories and methods, but he never managed to come up with better alternatives either. So I adopted some of Rene's ideas.
I thought Alain was like a father to you. He and Rene were mortal enemies, were they not?
And what would you say if Lenny and his friends one day learned something useful from someone you utterly detested?
I would applaud them for it. That would mean that they have surpassed me.
For all we know, Alain Guillotin might have thought the same thing. Not that it matters, though. He's dead, and I'm alive. So it's my call to make. Once you die, it doesn't matter how great you were in life. Only the living get to decide what happens next.
Hey, come on out. They're back.
Huh? You're back? And your head's still screwed on? And you still have all your limbs?
What does it look like? Way to keep your composure, madam.
Excuse you. I am perfectly composed.
Glad you're okay. Yes, it's a huge relief.
What is
Worry.
Paimon?
Oh, yeah.
We were worried.
Hey!
The Traveler and I were already friends. You are free to join this.
It's a laugh a minute with you guys.
I must say, I was quite surprised when Mr. Albedo told me he would need no additional aid.
We discussed this on our way back as well. I am rarely so unequipped.
He said he knew what he was doing. Albeit,
You didn't have to mention that.
Well, I'm thoroughly impressed. You are a force to be reckoned with.
Is he back? Is he really back? Traveler! It's really you! Oh, thank goodness! Paimon missed you so much!
You can finally breathe easy, Paimon.
It's great to have you back in one piece! Oh. Paimon's been having nightmares the whole time you were gone!
Look at them. You know, once you reach my age, there's nothing better than watching a misty-eyed reunion between friends.
It's nothing. Same goes when you get to my age, too. I bet Ino and Anefa would be tearing up as well if they were here.
Varka, I'm not sure enough.
Oh, yeah, good point. Hey, your eyes are looking a little red and puffy.
What? Ew, no. No, thank you. You're not my dad, okay? Knock it off.
everyone, I'm sorry for all the trouble I caused you. But the silver lining is, I didn't come away from this ordeal empty-handed. While I was being held captive, I learned a lot about Dottore's current capabilities. And
the three moon goddesses were even more powerful than we imagined. wonder Dottore believes himself to be equal to the gods. Maybe even superior.
Utter bluff.
While everyone was gone, Nefer and I made an interesting discovery. And I believe Miss Sandrone has something to share too. Ma'am, perhaps you could do the honors?
Called it. Getting rid of a pesky trucker like her is like trying to clean up after a crumbly cake.
Our next step is to find a way to bring her back.
A place where time flows backwards, with no destination in sight. Surely it must have been created for a specific purpose. But I fear the answers are buried deep.
It sounds like she's on a specific path through time. The question is, where does...
We considered that question as well. Strictly speaking, time is not infinite.
Indeed not. Every road has an end. Nicole! You sure love quietly sneaking in mid-conversation. I do, in fact. It's something I've always done at our mages' tea parties. Quiet, mysterious, and persuasive. You wonder what lies at the end of her road. Well, just as the world has a beginning and an end, but where Miss Columbina will end up along this road, that depends on where this particular river of reverse time began.
What about the original moons and the moon goddesses?
All things do. In the beginning, no moons adorned the sky. It was the dragon. They were shadows of the planet, born to wield Nibelung's authority and oversee the world on. But then one day, they disappeared just as suddenly as they had once been brought into being. Nobody knew where they had gone.
Like I thought. No more paths back to but how can I be sure that I'm going the right way without scenes from reality to keep me on track? I can't even be sure of how long I've been walking for.
Save the goddamn energy.
The further I travel, the less stable this space becomes. They can just materialize out of thin air. I have to keep my wits about me. Is that the ray here of Solnari?
You are the moon goddess. But how? Please, there's no need. I'm not interested in fighting anymore.
I find that a little difficult to believe.
The way you used my own power against me was a brilliant strategy. And then, in the final moment before I was thrown into this space, I got to see an old friend.
Mr. Dainsleif.
Right. It was so So long ago now. When I first got here, I was filled with hatred, remorse, and rage. How I cursed and devoured. I tore everything here apart. I was consumed by the desire, but to no avail. This is the second time I've entered this space. Though I have no memory of but this time I survived.
Are you the source of the abyssal power in here?
Not all of it. Some is from when I first arrived here and tried to destroy everything. But there was already a degree of abyssal power here before I entered. And like a venomous snake baking in the merciless sun, it tried to slither into my shell.
Tried to?
Yes.
What do you...
The voices in my... And then...
Her?
Thalindis. My... former lover.
Never mentioned that she saw a memory of...
More precisely, I saw her after image. Anyway.
If I hadn't...
You'd like to know how I know. The one who resurrected me said so. I could hear deep...
Do you mean...
Dottore. So that's what he's called. He'd been collecting fragments of my body for a long time. Also, I had no interest in his research. But being as corroded by the abyss...
So that's why the Wild Hunt suddenly became so active in Nodcry. When I left the Fatui in my...
Moon Goddess. Could I ask a favor of you?
What?
I know this is a lot to ask, especially from someone who tried to kill you. But this now, nothing else mattered.
What do you...
I'd like you to take a message to Thalindis for me.
Thalindis?
Yes, she's dead. I can sense that some part of her soul remains here. Far, far ahead.
Why don't you go and speak to her yourself?
I can't. I don't know why, but I can't move freely in this space as you. All I can see is a glimpse of her. Walk in return. No, not in return. I'll clear them for you. Yeah. Why? I'm tired of it all. I think I...
What do you wish to...
All of it. My past.
Is it okay if I give her the abridged version? Like the part where you relentlessly tried to kill us?
Love demands honesty. But my relationship with Thalindis was built on lies. We hid too much from each other. But after living my whole life in the There. The Abyss will no longer...
Even though Mr. Dainsliff felt he had to fight you, I think he still regarded you. He said that you betrayed him, but he also felt great remorse at never having
Why?
Because...
For me, but...